HTC U12 Plus. What we first think about the HTC U12 Plus is the new technology, which is the innovation about the Edge Sense. This is the Edge Sense 2, where I can press, squeeze on the edges, and some functions will be triggered. The main functions that will be triggered are short squeeze, I can activate any app. Harder squeeze or longer squeeze, I can activate any other functionality. I can double tap on the edges, and I can hold from the edges and rotate the phone, and then the phone detects this I'm in a rotating position. How to activate the Edge Sense 2 on the HTC U12 Plus? Under settings, I can find the Edge Sense where I can enable it or disable it. When I enable it, I'll see the three main functions of the Edge Sense. The two first are the set, short squeeze, and the hard squeeze, then the hold, and finally the double tap. To start with the short squeeze, I have to go find out which one is the best for me, which application I can try. I will try the launch the camera app today. And now, whenever I go, even if the phone is in a position where it is display off, I can squeeze, and the phone will identify that when I squeeze, the camera app will go on. Then I squeeze it another time, it will click a picture. It's a selfie, so 3, 2, 1 seconds if I have a timer. If I don't have a timer, it will click a picture. If I long squeeze on it, you can see the camera will rotate. Long squeeze in the camera app, I can take now a selfie. Longer squeeze, the camera will rotate, and I'll be able to take picture from the main camera. The second functionality under the same banner with the settings is the long squeeze or the hard squeeze. When I do the hard squeeze and activate it, I can do another function. So first function for me, I chose, for example, the camera app. The second function, I can choose that I want to open WhatsApp. So I open a specific app, I'll choose it. Or, for example, I can take screenshot, or I can turn on the flash light on or off. You can go through the whole list and we can try which one is the best for us. Second function under the same banner, which is the settings for the holding gesture. You can see the holding gesture shows someone who's in the sleeping position. So the phone detects that I am in a position where I'm holding the phone horizontally, and it will detect that now, for example, I'm playing a YouTube video. Usually, when I'm playing this YouTube video, I'm playing this YouTube video. Usually, when I'm playing this YouTube video, I will rotate and I will see that the phone will go on full screen. When I'm activating the hold gesture, I just need to hold the phone from the edges. Hold the phone from the edges. I rotate, and you can see when I'm rotating, the video is not rotating because it detects I'm in the holding position. At the same time, the phone usually after 30 seconds, the display goes off and it will dim by itself. So now when I'm holding the phone from the edges, even if I'm reading a long email or a long page on the website, it will detect automatically that I'm holding it and will never go off. So again, we have the short squeeze, the squeeze and hard, the hold, two options. One is for videos and rotations, and the second one, the display doesn't dim or turn off. And finally, I'll have the double tap. The double tap, same place, I can activate it under settings. Below the same two other squeeze functions, double tap, I enable it or disable it. And if I go and select which function I can do, I can choose similar functions, but for me the best one is to get the screen activated in one hand, which means when I double tap on the edge, the screen goes smaller. I can still use the device. I can go write my messages, write my emails with one hand. And if I double tap at the same time, it goes bigger. And if I'm left-handed, I double tap from the left side, the screen goes smaller. I double tap again, the screen goes bigger. And I can adjust depending on how much I feel it should be bigger or smaller. So, Edge Sense 2, three main functions: short squeeze and long squeeze, double tap, and the hold gesture. Okay, the U12 Plus camera. Photography on the U12 Plus is like we have a Hollywood experience in our pocket. This phone has 4 cameras, 2 in the back, 2 up front. And for flagships, this is the first dual front-facing camera. Why do we need two cameras in the back and two cameras in the front? Because we need to take this lovely bokeh or blur effect or portrait effect photo. Very simple. When I go to my camera, if I'm in this just the normal back camera mode, I can see that there are some functions around me where immediately I notice some change compared to the previous camera user interface. There is a small icon here where it's barred, where now I can see there is an A letter, which is automatic bokeh effect, and there is a manual bokeh effect. I will test it and show you immediately small examples. I'll take with me this bottle of water. I'll put the object, whether it's a friend, it's a face, it's an object, it's a flower, anything I want in front of me, and I can ideally have it between 50 centimeters and 200 centimeters. So half a meter to 2 meters. So I look at the object. In normal situation, it's the normal object where everything is clear around. However, I want to do something around the bokeh effect. I'll go for manual effect, and you can see I click, and then if I check it, you can see the blur effect around it. The lovely thing that I can do here is I can edit after taking the picture. So I look at it, I found I need to do some adjustment. I go to the edit function and go to bokeh mode editor, and then I will automatically be able to adjust manually whatever I want. Manually whatever I want to do. I can increase the blur, decrease the blur. Very simple, very easy, and people can do it in just one click and edit after taking the picture. For the manual one, I can choose it and manually decide how much blur I want and how much blur I want to reduce. The same applies on the selfie camera. And why I said this is the first time, because people when they take selfie, it's their faces and the background behind them. So whenever you take the selfie with the bokeh effect, you look, for example, on the selfie, and then you can see everything is blurred behind me. So blur effect, everything is blurred behind me. I don't like that much of a blur. I can go to editor and then edit how much I would like to change the effect. So two things on the bokeh effect, on the front facing, on the back camera, we can adjust them in front of us immediately and very easy. One simple thing, and ladies would love it a lot, which is the face beautifications, or what we call it, some adjustment on the texture of the face. So you see here there is a small head where I can adjust whether I can cancel the beautifications, or I can have an auto beautification, or smooth, or a little bit of brightness. For me, for example, I didn't shave yesterday, so my face is not really clear today. So if I use the beautification and I can increase the smoothness, I can realize that it will show that I have a really clean skin. As you can see, my skin is not really clear in reality, but now it shows that the skin is clearer. The same applies for the size of the eyes, the stuff that we can play with. So many features you can play with, adjust from brightness, the face, the eyes, everything that you would like to have. And if you don't like it at all, just go with off. The important thing we need to understand, if we are taking photos for Instagram, the frame of Instagram is 1:1 in terms of ratio. If we are taking photos on a normal day-to-day, it's 4:3, and then I can change according to my needs. So by default, it's 4:3. If I'm someone posting on Instagram, it's better to go and adjust for 1:1. So you can see 4:3, you can see 1:1, 16:9, 18:9. I like to have something like a full screen camera, lower resolution but full screen. I can adjust it to 18:9, 5 megapixel, 16:9 slightly smaller, and ideal for Instagram 1:1. So you can see it's 1:1. By default, it's 4:3. So depending on the needs, we can adjust the frame. One last thing I would like to talk about is AR stickers. I know a lot of people would like those nice filters, those Snapchat filters. Now it's built in on the device. So whenever it detects my face, I will turn to show you. Whenever it detects my face, you can see that there is a small animal around me that I can show. For example, here I can take a picture, 3, 2, 1, and then my face will be turned into this lovely augmented reality sticker. Sonic zoom is a feature on our videos where whenever I zoom on the object, it doesn't only zoom the video or the photo, it zooms as well the audio. But we have also an auto zoom function where it's extremely important and useful, because when I want to zoom on something, I just pinch in and zoom out and pinch out, I realize that there is some disconnection in the video that I'm doing and I'm not watching something smooth. Look with me, how can I perform the auto zoom? Extremely simple and extremely useful. So in front of me, I have my object here where it shows that I would like to zoom in until the maximum zoom. So I press on this 1x zoom button and I go swipe to the right, and you can see it's smoothly zooming all the way down until the maximum. To zoom out, I press on the same button and go to the left. So to zoom out to the left, and you can see it's fading out and zooming out all the way until I go to the 1x original situation. You can see the U12 Plus is an all-glass design inspired by our initial design from the liquid surface on the U11 and U11 Plus. Fingerprint perfectly fits in your hand. HTC U12 Plus main color, the translucent blue. As you can see, it's a bit transparent when you can see some of the main components behind. So this beautiful glass with the main component behind is unique, and it's the first of its kind in the market. The second color, which is the ceramic black, for those who like the all black color, very classy, very modern, and a lot of people love to own this color. And finally, the flame red, where you can see whenever I rotate the device, the reflection of the object around me and the colors and the lighting around me will give you a different color, from purple to red to yellow, all of these combinations all together. The HTC U12 Plus comes with 128 GB of internal memory, which is good enough to store all my pictures, videos, music, and libraries. It comes with 6 GB RAM, which makes it extremely fast and a great chipset, the best available processor in the world from Qualcomm. And it has dual SIM capability, 4G for sure. It's IP68, which makes it water resistant. And inside the box, I'll have the quick charger, the Type-C cable, the USB for charging. I have an active noise cancellation earphones, as well as a case cover to protect the phone when I buy it.